Well, hello, and thank you for joining us in this latest video in this series entitled More to Life, in which we seek to answer this pretty huge question: is there more to life than perhaps what a lot of people might perceive there to be? And whilst this question might seem particularly poignant at this moment in time, it's probably a question that most of us have asked at some point in our lives, and it's probably a question that we need to answer at some point in our lives as well. So to help us explore this question a bit further, we're going to be talking to some people from the church here at Manor Park who are going to just share their experiences and the answers that they've found as they seek to ask this question: is there more to life? And we want to also ask them how their faith in God has helped shape their answer to this question. So I am delighted to be joined today by Nathan. Thank you, Nathan, for joining us.
No, it's a pleasure.
Would you like to quickly introduce yourself to us?
Yeah, I'm Nathan. I'm 20 years old. I've been at University of Worcester for 3 years studying drama. I've still got 1 more year to go. I'm a Christian, and I've been at Manor Park in Worcester as long as I've been at university.
Great. Well, what are your main passions in life, Nathan? I mean, you mentioned you're a drama student. I imagine you're quite into your drama. What makes you tick?
Yeah, drama's a big passion of mine. Theatre, television, film. I love all of that. Big fan of music as well. Playing and listening to. I love my sport. I love my food, cooking, all of that. Wide range of passions.
Wonderful, wonderful. You mentioned earlier that you're a Christian. You're a member here at Manor Park Church. What exactly does being a Christian mean to you specifically?
Yeah, well, being a Christian is following God, following Jesus. And I used to say that I've been a Christian my whole life because I was a pastor's kid. I've been to church all the time, but actually, as I got older, I discovered that's a personal choice. It's a choice you have to make yourself, whether you want to give your life to God and to follow Him. And I've discovered also that as I've got older, that's a decision that actually you have to make every day, whether you want to choose your way or God's way. And I've discovered that God's ways are always better than mine, which is one of the main reasons I am a Christian.
Yeah, that's. I think a lot of people would testify to that, both at our church and outside of our church. People who know God would testify to that change that God makes to your life, doesn't He, when you become a Christian? So with that in mind, what would you say the biggest difference is in your life between how you were before you were a Christian and how you are now that you know God and now that you walk in His footsteps?
Yeah, I kind of I really struggled during secondary school, just with life, with friendships, relationships, because actually I was a very selfish person, and that I wasn't happy, and I wasn't happy with the person that I was. And becoming a Christian completely changed that. That God told me I'm special, I'm loved, I am who He made me to be, and that completely kind of threw my life open and made me realise as well that I'm not the most important person in the world. That everyone around me deserves my love more than heaping it on myself, and that's led me to be a more generous, kind of peaceful, loving person, which I've noticed, which is bizarre, that actually that I've noticed how much I've changed, and I can only testify that to God. That was not through my own doing that I've been able to become a better person.
What a wonderful testimony that is, Nathan. Yeah, to hear about how knowing God and knowing what God's done for us, that's the big thing, isn't it? Knowing that God sent His Son to die for us, and that is the ultimate sacrifice. He paid the ultimate price for us. And if we believe that to be true, then the way we live our life as Christians reflects that, doesn't it? We want our lives to be a sacrifice. We want to put God and others above self.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, great to chat to you, Nathan. Thank you for your time today. Have you got any plans for the rest of the day? Are you just chilling, or?
Yeah, well, I'm privileged to be one of the worship leaders at Manor Park, so today I'm going to be recording songs for our Sunday service.
Oh, lovely stuff. Well, great chat. Thanks for that, Nathan. Take care.
Yeah, you too.